be clear, there are no bad Taylor Swift albums. Though she only first arrived onto and soon conquered the popular music scene 18 years ago, the breadth and depth of her work seem more the stuff of a lifelong evolution, spanning multiple genres and breaking industry records almost every time around. The singer's latest milestone occurred at the 2024 Grammy Awards, where she broke the record for the most Album of the Year wins, now 4 in total, with her 10th LP, Midnights. What's more, upon accepting the award for Best Pop Vocal Album, Swift announced that her next record, The Tortured Poets Department, will be released April 19th. The difficulty, and, perhaps, the beauty, of attempting to order her albums is that whichever albums harbor your affections most can change by the year, month, day, and even hour depending on your headspace and heartache. She's an artist defined by eras. See, the highest-grossing tour in history, a Reputation era for self-defense, a Lover era for romantic solace, which her adoring fans latch onto and assign to their own life stages with fervor. It's no exaggeration, then, to say almost every emotion has been articulated by Taylor Swift at some point, whether in broad-stroke breakup anthems or close-to-the-chest confessionals. She's endlessly accessible, easy to understand even in her later, more cryptic works, yet her songwriting is also a blank space, *Q pin-click *, ripe for filling in your personal memories and private associations. So, though this list must include the favorites, it's also a love letter to her illustrious career and its intersections into listeners' lives. Now, without further ado, here's EW's ranking of Taylor Swift's seminal albums. Taylor Swift, 2006. Many artists lucky enough to enjoy their 15 minutes of fame peak at the onset, delivering 1 or 2 tokens of pop culture product before a dwindling stream of less impressive ventures. But as we all know, Taylor Swift isn't like other artists. Her self-titled debut stood as her lone and tall titan at the time of its 2006 release, which was immediately met with commercial and critical success, catapulting a then 16-year-old Swift to stardom almost overnight. The catalyst was lead single Tim McGraw, but this ticket to the country radio airwaves turned out to be a red herring with the advent of other ironclad, infinitely repeatable songs that remain fan favorites, even in lieu of our now excess of options. Lover, 2019. Lover is a backtrack in a way. Where Reputation before it was a risky, abrasive sidestep shrouded in a smoky eye, Lover's follow-up is a blushing cheek beaming with rosy retrospection and hopes for the future. Perhaps compensating for that previous album's wave of negative press, Taylor here returns to her tried-and-true toolbox, leaning into romantic whim and angelic daydreams, living room waltzes, paper promise rings, sneaking through gardens, skipping down streets. She colors its lyrics and soundscapes between the clear-cut, ear-candy lines, a hint of bubblegum pop, a dash of animated movie anthem flair. It's a miracle that me escaped the fate of Pharrell and Minions or Timberlake and Trolls. Reputation, 2017. Reputation is, without a doubt, Taylor's most polarizing work to date. After a fiery Twitter storm courtesy of Condé, though it was far from their first feud, Taylor finally sheds her decade-old good girl persona for the villain alter ego curated by the media, opting to settle the score through what she does best: traversing new sonic territory. This time, she trades her upbeat synth-pop for overt trap tremors and heavy-handed hip-hop, like harsh emergency strobes disrupting a blacked-out cityscape. Many listeners at the time of its 2017 release were less than thrilled by what they saw as pseudo-edgy antics, the equivalent of a prep having a bad day and reaching for black lipstick. But, as is tradition, the haters hardly scratched the surface of this 6th record, overlooking its genuine feats of all-encompassing production and high-energy, in-your-face vocals. 1989, Taylor's version. 2023, 1989, Taylor's version, signifies a rebirth of sorts for the singer, not just because it's named after her actual birth year, but because it's a reincarnation of the album that saw her first seismic genre shift. While she had flirted with a transition from country and Red 2 years prior, 1989 came full throttle in 2014 with heightened production from soon-to-be mainstay producer Jack Antonoff of Fun and Bleacher's fame. Her 2023 reissue employs that same undercurrent of drums that boom like palms on metal doors and vocals that echo as if off skyscrapers, but this time with a fresh coat of polish.